Welcome back, everybody, to the Washington Nationals MLB 26 franchise. It is Game 6 of the 2029 World Series. We just took 2 games in a row to take a 3-2 series lead, and now we just need 1 win here in Boston. We were in the same spot last year and dropped both games at home. See the scores of the series. No more than 3-run difference in any of those games. Now we got to face the 2029 Cy Young Award winner in Garrett Crochet. On the mound for us, Cade Horton has been pitching absolutely phenomenal. Him and Shane McClanahan leading our staff. It's the Washington Nationals looking to carry on with that momentum and get their second World Series championship. And it's the Boston Red Sox just trying to get 1 win and force an all-or-nothing Game 7. It's Game 6, 2029 World Series here on MLB The Show 26. There he is, Garrett Crochet, their ace. Great postseason for him. A little bit elevated ERA, but everything else looks absolutely phenomenal. And it's going to be a tough task for us against him. We've had trouble with him last year and this year in the World Series. First man up, Tom McVay. Very important that he gets on base tonight. Need him to use his legs, get around the bases. It's a 1-1 pitch from Crochet. There's a fly ball in the left field. Racing back is Anthony. Up against the wall. Leaps, and it's off the wall. Knocks it down. McVay's going to get this game started with a double off the Green Monster. There we go. Anthony made a valiant effort, but he couldn't catch it. That'll bring in Buxton. Hasn't done much in the World Series. If you can get an RBI here, get this party started behind 1 and 2. Here's the pitch from Crochet. And a jam shot, pop-up up the first base line. Racing over is Bellinger, playing first tonight. And he's got that for the first out. Big out there by Crochet. Keeps that runner at second base. Here's our lineup. Same exact lineup we used last game. Dunbar with that big 2-run homer. Stays in the lineup, hitting 5th. James Wood, homered and doubled. Got the party started with a home run in Game 5. RBI chance here now. 2-0 count. And the pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Backhanded there by Seager. Throws the first, and he gets him easily for the second out. Runner has to hold at second again. That'll bring in Okamoto. Had no hits till last game. Got 2 hits. Broke out of his mini slump. And we need him to get a clutch 2-out RBI here in the first. Here's the pitch. There's a high fly ball down the right field line towards the corner, and Abreu's got it right at the line. Not sure if that's fair or foul. It doesn't matter. It's the 3rd out. So we waste a leadoff double. No score now as he head to the bottom of the first. And Cade Horton on the mound for us tonight. Look at that. No walks. 1.88 ERA. 3-0 so far. He and McClanahan have been absolutely dominant in the postseason, and we need 1 more of those dominant starts tonight to get us a world championship. See how he performs under the stress of a Game 6. Young-Hoon Lee's going to lead things off for the Sox. Got to keep him off base in front of Roman Anthony. 3-2 count. And the pitch. Strike 3 right there at the letters. Not sure what he's looking for, but we'll take that strikeout to start the game. The Sox lineup, same one they use against right-handers, and they still have a hitless Wilyer Abreu hitting cleanup. Don't understand. Anthony steps in, first pitch to him. A ground ball, base hit to left field, so keep him in the park. Get a man on first with 1 out. Corey Seager stepping in. He's always dangerous. Got to keep him in the park. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch, and swing and miss. He strikes out on a circle change, down and away, out of the zone. Big second strikeout by Horton. Now we have 1 on and 2 out for Abreu, who's hitless in the series. They have to have somebody else on the bench that hits better than him. 2-1 count, and the pitch. Outside ball, throw down, and he is out at second base. So Anthony gets gunned down. We pitch around that 1-out single. A couple of strikeouts and a caught stealing. There's no scores. We go to the second. And first man up for us, rookie Jeremy Dunbar with that big 2-run shot in Game 5. Proved to be the difference in the game. 1-1 count. Here's a pitch from Crochet. And a little Inside out jam shot up the middle, and that's going to bleed through for a base hit. He jammed him badly on that sinker, but he got enough wood on it to get it through. So a leadoff hit by the rookie. That'll bring in Wyatt Langford. Having a really good postseason, especially since he didn't play the first 4 games. Didn't bat in those games. 2-1 count. Here's a pitch from Crochet. There's a shot into right center field. That ball is down. Dunbar on his way to third. Throw comes back in. He's going to have to stay there. He doesn't have the greatest of speed. So now we have second and third and nobody out here in the second inning. Good job there, Wyatt. Finds the gap. A little bit quicker speed on first base, and it's 1-0. Rafaela cut that off, too. If that gets to the wall, we do score a run. We'll credit him on there. That'll bring in Eli Willits. Been up and down in the World Series. Really only had singles. Second and third and nobody out. 1-2 count. You cannot strike out. Here's the pitch. Here's a ground ball up the middle, past the mound, and diving stop by Jazz. Keeps it out of the outfield, and that's going to save a second run as Dunbar scores on the infield single. Now we have a 1-0 lead here in the second inning against Crochet, and Harry Ford's going to step in. So he was 1 for 3 his last game. 2 on, nobody out, 1-2 count. Strikeout's better than a double play. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball third base. Oh, knocked down by Durbin. Throw to first, and he is out. So they could have turned 2. Instead, they only get 1, and another run scores. It's 2-0 Nationals here in the top of the second. Caballero's going to step in with a man on second and 1 out as we try to get more runs. 1-1 count on him. Here's the pitch from Crochet. There's a ground ball past second base into right field. Runner around third. Going for home. Here's the throw by Abreu, and he's in safe as Willett scores to make it 3-0 Nationals. There we go. Get on Crochet early. You know what's going to happen on the first pitch. There goes Caballero. Pitches the ball. Throw down, and he is safe. That was a close play. Then we have another man in scoring position with 1 out as Tom McVeigh steps in. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And, strike 3. Clips the zone down and away. That's the second out of the inning. Big strikeout by Crochet. See the replay. See if I can get the ump cam to work. And there it is, right on the corner. Now bring in Buxton. Popped out his first time. And scoring position, 2 out. Head 3-0. We'll take a walk. Woods on deck. Here's the pitch. And line shot to left field, but right at Anthony. That was a screaming line drive. Right at the left fielder, and Crochet gets you out of the inning, but we put up 3 runs in the top of the second inning, take an early lead here as we go to the bottom half. First man up for the Sox, Wilyer Abreu, 2-2 pitch. There's a pop-up to third base. Okamoto drifting over by the line, and he'll take that for the first out as Abreu's woes continue at the plate. That'll bring in Jazz. Nobody on, 1 out. First pitch to him. A ground ball to second. A little sliding grab there by Caballero. Slings it to first, and that's 2 up, 2 down here in the second inning. Nice play by Caballero. That'll bring in Contreras. Had that 2-run shot in the 9th inning to make Game 5 closer. Nobody on and 2 out now. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to second. Caballero's got it. Throw to first, and an easy 1-2-3 inning for Horton and the Nationals. So we head to the third inning. 3-0 lead here in Game 6. And first man up is going to be James Wood. Grounded out his first time. Breathing room, 3-0. See if he can just get on base here. 0-1 pitch from Crochet. Big ground ball up the middle. Diving stop by Seager. Throws from his knees, and he gets him by half a step. Nice play by the Red Sox shortstop. Still has some range left. See the replay. Runs to his left, lays out, gets it, and is able to get to his knees and make a strong throw. Saves a hit. That'll bring in Okamoto. Nobody on and 1 out. Light out his first time. If he can get a rally going with 1 out here. 2-2 count. Here's a pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Backhanded by Seager. Throws from the outfield grass, and he gets him for the second out. Seager's been busy this inning. That'll bring in Dunbar. Nobody on and 2 out. Single his last time. Here's a fly ball in his center field, racing over towards the wall. Rafaela leaps, and it's off the wall. Anthony backing up, gets it, throws it back in, and Dunbar's on with a 2-out double. Raffaella tried to make that catch, just missed it. It's a good thing Anthony was there. It would have been at least a triple. See this replay. High towering shot. Raffaella jumps, and it's high off the wall. The rookie gets another extra base hit. Takes that pitch over the plate. Drives it to the opposite field. You know why I'm so high on him. And that'll bring in Langford, man on second and 2 out. Doubled his first time. 7 for 22 now in the series. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a smash past third base. Dunbar around third, headed for home. And Langford comes through with a 2-out single. And now we're up 4-0 here in the third inning against Garrett Crochet in Game 6 of this World Series. Here's the replay. Pulls a pitch. Durbin has no chance, and Dunbar is going to round it and score. 2 clutch hits here with 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring in Eli and an RBI single his first time. Wow, what a start against Crochet. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Willits, and here's a smash in the left field, but right at Anthony, and that'll be the 3rd out. But we get a 2-out rally, double and a single. RBI by Wyatt Langford makes this 4-0 Nats as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. And the first man up for the Sox will be first baseman Cody Bellinger. His numbers on the postseason. 0-2 count. Pitch from Horton. His strike 3 takes it right there at the letters on the inside corner, and that's a first out here in the 3rd inning. Strikeout number 3 for Cade. That would have been Caleb Durbin. Hasn't done anything. He's got a home run and a single, and that's it. 2 hits the whole series. Home run did win Game 2, but Game 3, my bad. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and check swing. He said he went around. That's strike 3. Strikes out. Strikeout number 4, I'm sorry. 4 for Horton, and now bring in Raffaella with nobody on and 2 out. 0-1 count. Pitch. There's a pop-up in the shallow right field. Caballero racing out. He'll have that, and an easy 1-2-3 3rd inning for Cade Horton as he is on a roll here in Game 6. We're up 4-0, headed to the 4th. And leading off for the Nationals be Harry Ford. Got an RBI ground out his first time. Behind 0-2. There's the pitch from Crochet. And swing and miss, that cutter cut way in. Strikeouts, how we're going to start this inning. 2nd strikeout for Crochet, and Caballero's going to step in at an RBI single in a second. Nobody on and 1 out. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And swing and miss and a strikeout on the high 4-seamer. The back-to-back strikeouts for Crochet. He's up to 3 now. Now there's nobody on and 2 out for McVay. 1 for 2 with a double. If he can get 2-out rally going. He's down 0-2 though. Here's the pitch. There's a shot into left field. Anthony racing over, and he'll take that. So quick 1-2-3 inning for Crochet. Head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Nationals still up 4-0. Sox bats are deathly quiet tonight. And leading off will be Young-Hoo Lee. Struck out his first time. He has 6 hits in the series. 0-2 count. There's the pitch from Horton. And strike 3, takes the changeup down and away. It's his 2nd strikeout of the night. Strikeout number 5 for Cade. Great way to start the inning. Keep that runner off base in front of Roman Anthony. Singled his first time up. 9 for 23 with 3 homers in the series. 1-2 count. And the pitch is strike 3. 4-seamer up and away on the outside edge. He doesn't like that call. Strikeout number 6 for Horton. Let's see this replay. He paints it at the letters. Now to bring in Seager, how we want him coming up. Nobody on and 2 out. He struck out his first time. Horton has the strikeout pitch working tonight. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a ground ball backhanded by Okamoto, and it gets away, and Seager's going to beat it out for an infield hit. You don't get a 1-2-3 inning. Seager gets on with another hit. That'll bring in Abreu 0 for 12 in this series. Don't know why they keep running him out here, especially in the cleanup spot. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And swings and misses and strikes out on the circle change. And I think I'd do better than him. Horton strikes out the side other than a single by Seager. We're 4-0 going to the 5th. New pitcher for the Sox. Why are they bringing Graceffo? I looked it up before this game. He's pitched 3 games, inning and a third, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 2 homers, and they keep trotting him out of the bullpen, and we'll just keep using him as batting practice. Byron Buxton's going to lead it off. He's 0 for 2 on the night, 4 for 21 in the series. 0-2 count and the pitch. There's a tapper up the middle, grabbed by Chisholm, throw to first. Oh, and he pulls him off the bag. Bad throw. I mean, he's standing right behind second base. Should have been a ground ball base hit up the middle, but they shifted him around, and he makes a bad throw. You know what's going to happen on the first pitch. There goes Buxton. Here's the pitch. Strike, throw down. He's in, safe. So the error essentially turns into a double after the stolen base. And on second, nobody out. Here's the pitch to Wood. Here's a ground ball. Base hit to center field. Buxton around third. On his way home. It is now 5-0 Nationals here in the 5th inning, as we manufacture a run out of that error. Now to bring in Okamoto, 0 for 2 on the night, 2 hits in the series. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Flip to second for 1, relay to first, and a 6-4-3 double play helps Boston out in the inning. They're down 5-0 now, and Jeremy Dunbar, single and a double, 2 runs, stepping in. Have a Game 6 rookie. He's behind 0-2. Here's the pitch from Graceffo, and is a high fly ball in the left field. Anthony racing back. He's going to set up for the carom. It's off the wall, right at the top of the scoreboard. Throw comes in, and Dunbar, his second double of the game, his 3rd hit of the game. And Jeremy Dunbar proving me right for putting him back in the lineup last game, keeping him in the lineup this game. Good opposite field power. And there we go. 2-out double. And Langford's going to step in. He's hot tonight, too. Single, a double, and RBI. Behind 1 and 2. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a miss, and he strikes out on the slider. But we tack on another run. James Wood, RBI single up the middle. We're up 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. And the first man up is going to be Jazz Chisholm. First pitch to him from Cade Horton is a fly ball into right field. Racing back is James Wood to the track, front of the wall, and reaches up and takes away a home run. Didn't have to jump because he's so tall and that's such a short wall, but got back there and took the home run away. That'll bring in William Contreras now. First pitch to him is a ground ball to second base. Caballero's got it. Throw to first, and there we go. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring in Cody Bellinger. Struck out his first time. 5 for 21 in the series with a couple of doubles. Nobody on. 2 out. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a fly ball in the center field. Buxton drifting over a few steps, and they'll have that. A quick 1-2-3 bottom of the 5th inning for Cade Horton. He is on a roll tonight. And we're up 5-0 going to the 6th inning. And leading off the 6th for us will be shortstop Eli Willits. Graceffo still in the game. First pitch, ground ball, diving stop by Chisholm. Throw to first, and he gets him. Unfortunate, perfect ground out there for Eli Willits, and that's how we start the 6th inning. Good play by Jazz. Now to bring in Harry Ford, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and an RBI ground out. Nobody on at 1 out. Behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. There's a little flare into right field, and racing in is Abreu, and he'll have that for the 2nd out. Now bring in Jose Caballero, 1 for 2. Single RBI, stolen base. Playing really good defense. Behind 0-2, here's the pitch from Graceffo, and a little jam shot, fly ball into right center field, and Abreu will take that on the run. So quick 1-2-3 inning for us. Don't score, go to the bottom half. Still up 5-0 with 8, 9, and 1 coming up for the Sox. And first man up, Caleb Durbin. Only 2 hits in the series. 2-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. Here's a ground ball to second base. Caballero's got it. Throw to first, and 1 up, 1 down here in the 6th. Sox are running out of outs. T. Horton's pitch mix. Been relying on the 4-seamer and the circle change mostly. Now bring in Rafaela. 0 for 1 with a pop out. Keep him off base. 1-1 count and the pitch. There's a line shot into right field. Wood's going to have that. And 2 up, 2 down here in the 6th. He just cannot solve Horton tonight. And that'll bring in Young-Hoo Lee. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts tonight. 6 hits in the series, but he has not looked good at the plate tonight. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch, and takes strike 3 right there at the letters. Strikeout number 8 for Horton. 3rd time he's gotten Lee. Go to the top of the inning, up 5-0. New pitcher, Brad Keller, coming in out of the pen. His numbers are nothing special. See if we can tack on any more runs here. That would be great. Never have enough. Tom McVeigh, 1 for 3. The double's going to lead off for Washington here in the top of the 7th. Behind 1 and 2. There's the pitch. And swing and a miss way out in front of that slider. And he strikes out, and that's how we start the inning. That'll bring in Byron Buxton now with nobody on and 1 out. 0 for 3 tonight. 4 for 22 in the series. Having a tough one. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And ground ball up the middle. Jazz has it. Throw from the outfield grass, and he gets him. Wow. He was on the third base side of second base. Throws it from the short left center field grass. Here's the replay. He's way out in the grass and makes a slinging, accurate throw and gets him. That'll bring in Wood now with nobody on and 2 out. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI single. 0-2 count and a pitch and check swing, and they said he went around strike 3. So quick 1-2-3 top of the 7th. Head to the bottom half, still up 5-0. And leading off for the Sox will be Roman Anthony, 1 for 2 with a single tonight. Love it when he leads off. Since there's nobody on base, here's the 1-0 pitch from Horton. There's a pop-up behind the plate there. Harry Ford is going to settle under it and have it. And there we go. Dangerous hitter fouls out to start the inning. Great start to the 7th. Kyle Seager, 1 for 2 with a single, is going to step in with nobody on and 1 out. Sorry, Corey Seager, not Kyle. That's his brother. Here's a 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Grabbed by Willits. Takes his time. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the 7th. Like I said, Sox are running out of time and outs. Wilyer Abreu, hitless in the series. Hitless tonight. Stepping in. 0-2 count. We're going to strike him out again. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive, soft liner to left. Langford's got it, and 3 up, 3 down in the 7th. We still have a 5-0 lead. Only need 6 more outs to get a World Series ring. Let's go, boys. And leading off the top of the 8th will be Okamoto. Hitless on the night. It's okay. We got a 5-run lead. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch from Keller. And swings and misses. That was ball 4. He swung and missed and strikes out, and that's how we start the top of the 8th inning. That'll bring in Dunbar. 2 doubles, a single, 2 runs. 5 hits now in the series. 3-2 count and the pitch. And a little jam shot pop fly into left center field. And Anthony will run over and he'll take that for the 2nd out in the top half of the inning. It was a nasty pitch by Keller. And they're going to the pen. Keller's done. Bring somebody else into this game. He's in his 2nd inning of work. They're going to trot in Justin Slayton. He's actually been one of their best relievers in the postseason. They ought to be pitching him earlier in the game if they're going to go to the pen. And nobody on and 2 out for Langford. The .340 in the postseason. Here's the pitch. There's a shot into right field. Racing back is Lee, and it is over his head all the way to the wall. And Langford's going to have a 2-out double as his hot World Series continues. Going to put a man scoring position with 2 outs. And that trade for him in the offseason is looking great because we couldn't hit with Cruz, but we can definitely hit with Langford as he drops this over the right fielder's head. Now we have a man scoring position and 2 outs for Eli Willits, who's 1 for 3 with an RBI single tonight. Great if you can get another RBI single here. The 1-1 pitch from Slayton. There's a ground ball to short, grabbed there by Seager, throw to first, and they pitch around the 2-out double. Don't score any more runs. We head to the bottom of the 8th. And leadoff man is Jazz Chisholm. We're going to leave Cade Horton in. He's pitching great. I want to mess this up by going to the pen. 2-2 count. Pitch number 95 on the way. And swinging and a ground ball to third. Grabbed by Okamoto. Throw to first. And 1 up, 1 down here in the 8th. We're down to just needing 5 outs for a World Series ring. That'll bring in William Contreras. 2 ground outs tonight. He has power, but there's nobody on, and he can't hit a 5-run homer. Then the count 3-1. There's the pitch. There's a ground ball to third. Backhanded by Okamoto. Throw to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the 8th inning. Down to just needing 4 more outs. See the replay. Okamoto, a backhanded grab from the knees. Pops up. Takes his time because the catcher's running, and he guns him down. That'll bring in Cody Bellinger, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. He said down to the last 4 outs. Just keep men off base. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And strike 3. 12-6 drops on the outside corner, and that's the 3rd out. Cade Horton pitching a gem. 2-hit shutout through 8. And leading off in the 9th will be Harry Ford. He's 0 for 3 tonight with a strikeout. I'll tell you right now, I'm going to swing early and often. I want to get this top half of the inning over and get to the bottom half. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and here's a ground ball to short. Seager's got it. Easy throw to first, and 1 up, 1 down. Don't care. Just want to get to the bottom of the inning. I'll bring in Caballero. First pitch to him. A high fly ball into right field. Abreu will have that. That's going to be 2 up, 2 down. Like I said, don't care. Let's get to the bottom half. Want these last 3 outs. In steps Tom McVay. He's 1 for 4 with a double. See his World Series numbers there. 2-2 count on him. There's a pitch from Slayton. A high fly ball into shallow center field. Seager's going to race out. He'll take that for the 3rd out. So we go down 1-2-3. But what matters is the next 3 outs as we head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Game 6. Up 5-0. That man right there pitching an absolute gem. We're going to leave him in the game. I know he's at 103 pitches, but I'm not going to chance it to the bullpen. Here's the first pitch to Durbin. There's a pop-up in the infield. McVay's going to have that. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 9th as Horton's gem continues. They get a couple of guys on. I will go to the pen. Rafaela's going to step in. He's 0 for 2 with a flyout and a pop-out. Been no threat in the series. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 as he strikes out on the circle change, and it's down to the last out. We have 1 more out to go. 10 strikeouts for Horton, an absolute gem in Game 6 when we needed it. And Young-Hoo Lee with 3 strikeouts does not look good at the plate at all. Is going to step in. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch from Cade. Here's a line shot into center field, and that's going to drop in front of Buxton, so they will get a man on with 2 out here in the 9th inning. We're going to stick with Cade, though. Pitch number 111. 1 on, 2 out. Roman Anthony at the plate. Here's a tapper to first. McVay's got it. Runs to the bag, and Washington Nationals win the 2029 World Series. The first one in this rebuild. Second one in their history. And Cade Horton was an absolute beast on the mound tonight in Game 6. The bats came alive early off Crochet, but Cade Horton was the story of the night. Absolutely phenomenal in the entire postseason. Gets his 4th win. Another game with no walks. Big strikeout game here. Shut down their offense. And there we go. Celebrate, boys. You earned that one. 3 straight wins in the series. Finished it off. We are World Series champions for the first time in the rebuild. There we go. Wow. We did it. We made some trades. We made some free agent signings. Our boys came through when they needed it most. Wyatt Langford, the biggest acquisition in the offseason, comes up big in the World Series. James Wood comes up big in the World Series. And there's Rob Manfred going to hand us that World Series trophy for the first time in this rebuild as we reverse and beat them on their home field to get the World Series win. There we go. Hoisted high. Well earned the World Series championship. Then we get the team photo. There's the serious one. And there's the happy one. There we go. All right, boys, let's check out this box score. 3 hits for Dunbar, 3 hits for Langford. They carried the offense. No walks, 7 strikeouts, but we had 2, 4, 5 doubles in the game. Stole 2 bags. And Cade Horton, 3 hits, no walks, no runs, 10 Ks. Complete game victory in Game 6. We flip on over to the Boston side. Not going to be much to see there. 3 hits all came at the top of the order. No walks, 10 Ks. Crochet gave up 4 runs in 4 innings. Bullpen kind of shut us down after that, but the damage was already done, and Cade Horton absolutely dominated them as we get our World Series championship. Wow. As disappointing as last year was, this was the exact opposite. Unfinished business is complete. Get the win, get the World Championship. Now we get to see who the World Series MVP is. I say it should be Cade Horton or Shane McClanahan, but it doesn't matter because they're not going to give it to a pitcher. It's going to be a hitter. So let's see who it is. Is it James Wood? It's Wyatt Langford. Hit 360 with 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Had a massive World Series for us. That's the reason why we traded Cruz to get this guy. He hits lefties. Did a great job against their 4 left-handed pitchers in their order. World Series MVP, Wyatt Langford. Langford took an 0 for 5 in game 1, but then he had a hit in every game the rest of the way. A couple of home runs, and definitely earned that award. NLCS, we already know, is Tom McVeigh and Roman Anthony. Let's take a look at the stats now. James Wood, 21 for 67 in the postseason, 6 home runs, 12 RBI. Definitely showed up at the right time of the year. Career year from him all the way around. Okamoto started red hot and just couldn't get it together. Only had 2 hits in the World Series and got those in 1 game. McVeigh was up and down. He did homer in 4 straight games. Finish off the Miami series and start the World Series. There's Langford with 5 and 11, 353 for the whole playoffs. Buxton, disappointment at stretches, especially in the World Series, but 12 stolen bases, 6 home runs. Harry Ford was all the way up he was in the 260s for almost the entire postseason, just dipped at the end, but he provided a lot of offense at the bottom. So did Caballero. Dunbar, the rookie. What can I say, man? Dude is had 3 hits in that game, and he's going to be a problem once we get to the regular season. Vinny, I don't know what was wrong with him. I just couldn't hit with him. Starting pitcher, Cade Horton, 4-0 with a 1.36 ERA and 0.61 whip. No walks, 33 innings with 38 strikeouts. In the postseason, 7 innings, 4 hits, 5 innings, 7 hits, 5 innings, 3, 7-3, 9-3. Didn't give up a single run in the World Series, had 18 strikeouts and only 6 hits allowed. He really was the World Series MVP, but this game doesn't program that in. That's why I wanted to leave him in and see if he could get the complete game shutout. He was phenomenal. Shane McClanahan, 4-0 with an 0.84 ERA and an 0.63 whip. Only had 1 walk in 32 innings with 37 strikeouts. His postseason, 19 hits in 32 innings, 37 strikeouts. Only gave up 1 run in his 13 innings. I can't count. 1 run in 13 innings with 15 strikeouts. The only run he allowed was a home run. Didn't allow more than 1 run in any of the games in the postseason. 1-1-0-1-1. He was just as phenomenal. Brady Singer, 0-1, 286 with an 0.91 whip. Had his moments, but he battled and hung in there and kept us in the game. Roki, that's what happens when I pitch with Roki. See his 3 postseason starts right here. That game, he had to have a lot of strikeouts to get out early jams and couldn't get through the 5th inning. But then after that, no walks, 6 Ks. No walks, 6 Ks. Gave up one run on a solo shot in his last 2 starts. Bullpen side, Alvarado did a great job against lefties. 8 1/3, 8 strikeouts, 2.16 ERA, 0.96 whip. Sterner had a very tough start, and he bounced back and did great for us. Barlin was up and down. Maton did well. Whitlock was horrible. And thank God we had Fairbanks still on the team because he didn't give up a run. 6 2/3 innings and 10 strikeouts, 2 walks. Gave up 1 hit in the World Series in 3 2/3. So there it is. That's our World Championship. 55 games the first year, 81 the second, 95 each of the last 2. Go to the World Series both years, win it this year. And we have, look at this budget. We have 1 more year of Buxton, 2 more years of Singer, McClanahan, Wood, Pasquantino, Alvarado, Romero. So we've got some guys that will be coming off the books at some point, but we have to consider re-signing him. I don't know. We got some guys in the minors that we need to bring up. If you look at Jeff Ullman right here, he's already a 82 overall at 24 years old. He will definitely be a bullpen or starting staff arm. I don't know what we're going to do. Roki may push him to the bullpen because he does better with that 99 pitching clutch, and that would give us Clanahan, Singer, Horton, Lord, and Ullman. Sakura could battle with him. Alvarez might have to ship him out. See what happens. Ortiz, he's going to need another 1 to 2 years, and he's already 24. So just be patient with him. Will Fox is a 71. North is a 69. So we've got some young pitchers on their way up that can fill in for these veterans once they get done. But Cade Horton's only 27, so he will be around. I will keep him around. Roki could end up in the bullpen full-time at some point as well. So there it is. We did it. We won the World Series, and now it's a matter of, hey, can we win it again? I am going to tell you right now, at some point, I'm going to let some of these veterans go, and we're going to go with the young guys that we've been drafting and developing and trading for, especially on the pitching side. So it might take a step back 1 year down the road here to take another step forward, but we'll just see when we get there. But let's enjoy this right now. We won the World Series in year 4, and this has been a very fast turnaround. Not quite as fast as my Rockies one, but this has been very fast. So hey, if you guys like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit the notification bell so you know when the next episode goes live, which will be the off season. We will have some spring training in there so you can see Jeff Ullman pitch against Major League batters. You guys take care, and go Nats.